The next part of transport of gases is transport of carbon dioxide. In the tissue cell, oxidation of glucose takes place to produce carbon dioxide, water and energy. Carbon dioxide in gaseous form diffuses out of the cells into blood capillaries. Why it diffuses into blood capillaries? Because in the tissue cell, partial pressure of carbon dioxide is high as compared to blood present in the capillary. That is, in the tissue cell, partial pressure is 45 mm and in the blood present in the capillary is 40. Due to difference in their partial pressure, diffusion takes place from high partial pressure to low partial pressure. Now, the carbon dioxide which is present in the blood capillary is transported in three ways. Number 1, as dissolved gas. About 7% of the carbon dioxide present in the blood dissolves in the plasma and is carried in the solution form to the lungs. Second, as carb-amino-hemoglobin. Combination of two words, carb-amino-hemoglobin. You can notice that hemoglobin word is there. It means here the carbon dioxide combined with hemoglobin in the blood capillary in the tissues. Now, about 23% of carbon dioxide is transported in combination with hemoglobin to form carb-amino-hemoglobin. This is reversible reaction. Like oxyhemoglobin was reversible reaction, same is the case, carb-amino-hemoglobin is also a reversible reaction. The binding of carbon dioxide and oxygen, it depends upon their partial pressure. For example, when the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is high in the tissues and partial pressure of oxygen is low, then more binding of carbon dioxide with hemoglobin occurs. Whereas when partial pressure of carbon dioxide is low and partial pressure of oxygen is high, where the partial pressure of oxygen is high? Yes, in the lung alveoli. So, the dissociation of carbon dioxide from carb-amino-hemoglobin takes place and formation of oxyhemoglobin occurs. Now, there are two conditions where the formation of carb-amino-hemoglobin takes place. Yes, in the tissues, because the concentration of carbon dioxide is high in the tissues. And where the formation of oxyhemoglobin take place? Yes, in the lung alveoli, where the partial pressure or the concentration of oxygen is high. Now, the third form in which the carbon dioxide is transported is in the form of bicarbonate ions. Spelling mistake is there. Bicarbonate ions. About 70% of carbon dioxide is transported as bicarbonate ion. How bicarbonate ions are formed? Let's start. At the tissue site, where the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is high due to catabolism, this we have done, then carbon dioxide diffuses into the blood. Now, in blood, RBCs are present. Inside the RBC, enzyme is present known as carbonic anhydrase. Carbonic anhydrase. This enzyme favors the formation of carbonic acid. Carbon dioxide inside the RBC, carbon dioxide, it combines with water molecule in the presence of enzyme carbonic anhydrase to form carbonic acid, H2CO3. Carbonic acid, now it changes into breakdown of carbonic acid take place into hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ions. Now these bicarbonate ions, they diffuses into the blood plasma. When the bicarbonate ion diffuses into the blood plasma, then it causes considerable change in the ionic balance between the plasma and RBC. To restore this ionic balance, chloride ion from the plasma, they move inside the RBC with the help of bicarbonate ion and chloride ion carrier protein. Now, this movement of chloride ion from plasma into the RBC to maintain the ionic balance is known as Hamburger phenomena or chloride shift. I hope it's clear to everyone. Let's revise again. When carbon dioxide diffuses into the blood, 7% of this dissolve in the plasma, means 7% of the carbon dioxide dissolve in the plasma. 23% combine with the hemoglobin to form carbamino hemoglobin, and 70% of the carbon dioxide, it combines with water inside the red blood cells in the presence of enzyme carbonic anhydrase to form carbonic acid. Carbonic acid immediately split into hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ion. These bicarbonate ion, they diffuses out from the red blood cells into the plasma, due to which the ionic balance of the RBC and plasma get disturbed. To restore the ionic balance, chloride ion present in the plasma, they move inside the red blood cell with the help of carrier protein. Movement of chloride ion and bicarbonate ion, they take place simultaneously. They move out and chloride ion move in. So it take place simultaneously with the help of the bicarbonate ion, chloride ion carrier protein, due to which the ionic balance of the RBC and plasma is restored. The phenomenon known as Hamburger phenomenon or chloride shift shows the movement of chloride ion occurs to restore the ionic balance between the RBC and plasma. All these reactions are reversible. When this deoxygenated blood, when it reaches to the alveolar site where the partial pressure of carbon dioxide will be low, the reaction proceed in opposite direction. Then what will happen? Then the bicarbonate ion, they will move inside the RBC, and chloride ion, they move outside into the plasma. It will be reversed, reaction will be reversed. Then bicarbonate ion, it will combine with hydrogen ion to form carbonic acid. In the presence of carbonic anhydrase, the carbonic acid split into carbon dioxide and water. Now this carbon dioxide, because in the, here it is written tissue cell, so here in the lung alveoli, here will be alveolar sac. So the carbon dioxide concentration will be high in the blood and in the alveolar sac will be low. So it will diffuse out into the alveolar sac. So 70% it is reversed. Next is carbamino hemoglobin. Similar will take place due to difference in partial pressure of carbon dioxide. And now formation of oxyhemoglobin is favored in the alveolar sac due to presence of high concentration of oxygen.